Welcome to I Found This Great Book. My name is Curtis. Today we're going to feature the mystery author Paula Woods. And Paula Woods is the creator of the Charlotte Justice series. Now, Charlotte Justice is a detective in the Los Angeles Police Department. And what's kind of cool about these stories, they're set right after the riots that occurred in Los Angeles that resulted from the acquittal of the police officers involved in the Rodney King beating that took place when they attempted to arrest Rodney King. And this event was so pivotal because it was one of the first times that a video of a police interaction with a black person and the beating that occurred was captured and was shared widely. Yeah, the 24-hour news cycle really developing. The internet was coming into its own. The time is 1991. March 3rd of this year will mark 30 years since this event occurred. A lot of things were going on at that time, and major uprising in Los Angeles due to the acquittal of the officers involved. So police procedures that deal with the challenges faced. So this story is set just after that event. So you have a lot of things going on, and she captures that, where she had the police detective that's doing her job, protecting people and finding criminals. But also you have all of this turmoil going on, the animosity towards police, greater scrutiny of what was going on with the Los Angeles Police Department. And in her books, Paula Woods captures the challenges faced by a woman detective who is Black during this time when LA law enforcement was under such a intense microscope. So there are 4 books in this series: Inner City Blues, Stormy Weather, Dirty Laundry, and Strange Bedfellows. So all of the books, except for Stormy Weather, are available in audiobook format. You can find them on Audible and Libro FM. So if you're an audiobook lover, you can get almost all of the books in this series, which is a good thing. So here is the blurb from the first book in the series, Inner City Blues. Meet Detective Charlotte Justice, a Black woman in the very white, very male, and sometimes very racist Los Angeles Police Department. The time is 48 hours into the LA riots, and she and her fellow officers are exhausted. She saves the curfew-breaking Black doctor Lance Mitchell from a potentially lethal beating from some white officers, only to discover nearby the body of one-time radical Cinque Lewis, a thug who years before had murdered her husband and young daughter. Was it a random shooting, or was Mitchell responsible? And what had brought Lewis back to a city he'd long since fled? Charlotte's quest for the truth behind Cinque's death will set her at odds with the LAPD hierarchy, plunge her into the intricacies of everything from LA's gang-banging politics to its Black blue bloods, and led her into deep emotional waters with Mitchell's partner and her old flame, Dr. Aubrey Scott. Now, the blurb from the last book in this series, Strange Bedfellows. 13 years ago, Charlotte Justice's husband and child were murdered in the family's own driveway. Now, following a particularly violent incident involving a fellow officer, Charlotte is on the edge, bedeviled by bloody memories and living on single malt scotch and antacids. But a cold case is bringing her back to work, and the department shrink is willing to help her through it, as long as she is willing to help herself. So Charlotte resumes the hunt for the shooter who gunned down a prominent Republican businessman. his young wife, and 2 Muslim business associates outside an elegant Los Angeles restaurant. The case has turned hot because Charlotte's initial suspect has suddenly surfaced as the cause of a freak auto accident. The trouble is, the suspect is in a coma, and the businessman he presumably shot is still hovering between life and death. Once Charlotte and her colleagues start digging, the investigation careens in unpredictable directions, from the meddling of a smooth-talking FBI agent to the bizarre drama unfolding around the victim's family and business. While Charlotte is accustomed to white cops, black cops, and perps of every shade and persuasion, this case is stranger than even she could have guessed. Worst of all, it's also about her contentious family, and the justice's terrible secret. So you see in these books, and that's from the first book to the last book in the series, the turmoil and what's going on. And what I really like about this series is it also captures a moment in time, a pivotal moment in U.S. history. And so you see Paula Woods exploring that through her mystery fiction. And also it's a cool police procedural, and it brings a different view of policing. Now, Paula Woods is also the editor of one of 3 anthologies I've found of mystery short fiction by Black authors. The name of that anthology is Spooks, Spies, and Private Eyes. So if you're interested in mystery fiction and you want to read mystery fiction by Black authors, hey, pick up that anthology. It can get you started. It'll help you discover the style of some authors. And then from there, you may want to go on and read their books. So in the anthology, Paula Woods gathered an outstanding array of new, long lost, or never before published fiction, ranging from Pauline E. Hopkins, who we talked about, and her classic locked room mystery story, Thelma Gordon, originally published by the Colored American magazine in the 1900s. And she goes all the way up to new pieces by Walter Mosley. Definitely want to check it out. Spooks, Spies, and Private Eyes. Paula Woods, creator of the Charlotte Justice series, and also the creator of the anthology, Spook, Spies, and Private Eyes. If you want to see all of her books, go to ifoundthisgreatbook.com/116. There you'll see her page. You'll see all of the books in the Charlotte Justice series and also the anthology. Until next week, when we talk about another author from the Black Mystery Author Directory, stay safe and have a great reading day.